Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, the more you know. I'm trying to think if I had an alternate path that I could have gone. I'm assuming I'm traveling forward. I mean, clearly, I've run my ass all the way to a boss fight while still on one lantern. Yeah, spatially that doesn't entirely work out, but I'm willing to let it slide on this one time. I really am curious as to where exactly. Did I loot a key of some sort? Oh, wait, no. I did loot. Did I loot the Spark Hunter badge? Let's actually go back. Because I forget in this game that you don't loot weapons. You loot items that allow you to purchase weapons. So let me go and look and see if I have access to whatever it is I'm trying to buy. If I can remember exactly what I'll recognize it most likely by name. Weapons. Does not look like it. Okay, so we still have some searching to do, which is fine. Which is absolutely fine. Let me look at gear. I got Executioner's outfit, which is kind of interesting. Actually, as a whole, it's, Did I not get an Executioner's hat? I guess not. It's kind of cool looking. What does the Knight's garb look like? Knight's gloves. Knight's trouser. And how does that compare to my hunter stuff? Hunter stuff is actually better in most defenses. Does it matter all that much? No. Most likely not. And for the most part we've been doing, but even... I mean, it looks okay. Truthfully, it's hard to compete with the, Oh, I wasn't equipping. It's hard to compete with the hunter outfit. That just looks so damn good. Alright, well... So much for that idea, right? Not there. This tombstone? No. This must be a different one entirely. Oh, these are chalice dungeons. Okay. No, 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 no. Don't do that. At all. Where are other tombstones, if any exist? They should they not? I must have some way of teleporting there, and either I'm overlooking where exactly the location is. Definitely not there. Definitely not there. Forsaken Castle Canehurst, that's what I'm looking for. So we take the lift back up. Ascend the ladder. Is there anything behind here? I'd feel quite silly if I did all this work and whatever I'm looking for is simply around... Oh, hello. Can you, get over that? No, I'll have to go around the front. Frenzied Cold Blood. I will never say no to souls. Completely and entirely valuable. Okay. Run through here. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I really don't know what that does, but I'm not going to stick around to find out. Yeah, goodbye. Okay. Truthfully, we're not actually that far of a distance from wherever we're attempting to be, so that's good. Although, as far as I can gather, the only path that this leads to is the boss. Unless I, made a turn that was not entirely... Well, not entirely necessary. I continued running, perhaps unnecessarily, although there are no alternate doors. And this leads us straight up to the boss fight, so... I'm officially out of ideas as to where it could be. Notably, we didn't spend a whole too much time in the front of the castle, in the initial foyer area. So, so that was very Canadian of me. So, there might be an area there. Because it's not even... Well, I suppose I might as well fight the boss. Either that or jump to my death. Fight him again. Knowledge of his moveset is not invaluable information. Interesting. He's got those little skulls from Dark Souls 1. Ow! And big skulls, which are notably not from Dark Souls 1. Seems like a cool fight, though. Doesn't seem particularly difficult, if I'm being honest with you. Although, I've seen a very, very small portion of... Ow. Of, Phase 1. And, admittedly, his damage is not going to get any less significant. Unless I find some sort of armor set that's going to make it, significantly easier and make it so I survive significantly better. I don't think you can upgrade armor, to the best of my knowledge. In fact, I've been told for the most part armor matters very little in this game, which I can appreciate because the role-playing aspect of it is very significant, I think, to the overall experience of the game. Which is notably a significant strength over... Oh, hi. Madman's Knowledge. Any other valuables around here? Oh, look, a chest. See, this is why it's important to backtrack. Honestly, if I find whatever I'm looking for in these... like that, which is what I've been looking for in this area, I was going to be, amazed at my incompetence, let's say. While I'm here, I might as well explore and find any other items that might seem valuable to me. But no, I was saying, the act of being a beast hunter is a very significant role to take on. As the Chosen Undead in Dark Souls, it's very easy to be anyone, because the Chosen Undead is sort of a, blank slate, I was trying to use the Latin phrase to sound fancy, but I failed, and now I just end up looking like an idiot. Regardless, tabulata rasa. I don't know exactly. Oh, I think I missed this. And can assume essentially any identity, which makes it fun to diversify your character, and I think which is one reason why replaying that game is such a valuable asset of its experience. In this game, it's clear from the way that they've done weapons in a very deliberate and sort of linear fashion that they're kind of culturing the experience somewhat. Let's see here. I don't have the required what? Required strength? Oh, and the required blood tinge. What is my blood tinge? 7? I can get 3 levels, I think, hopefully, maybe. Please. I think demonstrated right there a weakness of the... It's poor things. A weakness of the weapon model. In Dark Souls, you're at least given the opportunity to wield a weapon that you can't effectively use. But the Platter Splange, or whatever it's called, demonstrates that, I mean, I don't have the correct blood tinge, which is not a huge obstacle by any means, but it is an obstacle nonetheless to wielding this weapon, and it makes it even more so that I feel like you're restricted to a very limited... You're almost encouraged. Stronger than encouraged. You're inclined towards using your initial weapon entirely throughout the game simply because it prevents you having to use a redundant amount of resources and upgrading it, and they're weapons that you have the required resources for regardless, so a moderate complaint on my part. I also have felt somewhat in this game that the replay value of it is diminished somewhat by the lack of weapon diversity available to you at any point in time. Some may disagree with that. I expect a fair number of people to disagree with that, in fact, but just from the outset, you're limited to, I suppose, 4 weapons. 2 of which I feel have a similar moveset. Okay, how much souls do I need for 3 levels? A lot. Shit. Okay, well. I guess I'm not going to use these for anything else. Oh. What was that? We'll see how many... That's good for 2 levels, correct? I guess I have more levels. Let's get blood tinge. I need 10? 10 blood tinge? Yes, thank you. Yeah, 10. Okay, not as bad as I thought. Thankfully, we'll crush... Yeah, we'll just crush both of these kin cold bloods. It's a good thing I ran around and got these, otherwise I'd be in a much more difficult situation. But this should allow me to level up and have a decent amount of souls to actually start upgrading my weapon with. 10 blood tinge. Thank you. And so we will begin. Let's equip this. I'm slightly confused on what exactly is happening to this weapon. It's just extending, I guess. Yes. It's a sword and a slightly longer sword that has a more stabbing moveset. Alright, I can get down with that. I'm perfectly fine with that, honestly. It allows me in both stances to